Do you know how you create your own reality? Do you understand that who you are is what creates your reality? So who are you? In this video, I'm going to show you guys the old version of me and what I was creating, and the new version of me, what I'm creating now. So that way you guys come to understand that who you are is what creates your own reality. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Christine. I'm also known as the Real Life Changer, where I give you the tools so that you can be, do, have anything or anyone that you desire. All right, so let's get into this video. So, who you are creates your reality. Now, I'll give you the example of who I used to be. And I'm going to use like 4 typical scenarios so that I can kind of like elaborate on that to make sure that you guys understand the old and the new version of me. Now, the old version of me did not trust people. I felt that people were out there to get me. People would steal from me. You needed to be careful what people would do to you because, you can trust some people you can't. So you got to be wary of that. So the old version of me would therefore, because that was my belief, that was my opinion, that's what I would be attracting, if you want, or manifesting or creating. I prefer the word creating in my reality. So the universe would be like, yeah, okay, sweetie, you don't trust the world. We're going to make sure that you believe this over and over again. So we're going to give you situations, circumstances, people will come into your life, and you're going to be sitting there saying, see, told you, you got to be careful about people because you can't trust people. Not realizing that because of my opinion, my belief system, that's what I would attract in. Because this is what you ultimately radiate in your energy field. Now, the new version of me, realizing that what I believe to be true will be true for my own reality, now I sit back and say, no, I live in a world where I trust everyone and everyone trusts me. I am safe, I am secure, I am guided, I'm supported. Everybody's got my back. This is where I live now. This is my new belief system. This is my new opinion. And therefore, the new version of me, this is all that I encounter now. People everywhere, I trust them. And there's no reason, I don't experience circumstances that make me go, oh no, you don't trust people, because I don't live there anymore. When I say I don't live there anymore, it's because it's a new version of me. So the new version of me will only encounter situations, circumstances, people that will make me feel like, yes, you are safe. Yes, you can trust people. Give you another scenario. I used to be somebody who felt very unlucky. I remember when my son got cancer when he was very little, I was like, well, we got a shitty hand, right? I felt that everything that, used to call myself the 1% family. If there's a 1% chance that it's going to happen, guess what? It's going to happen to us. That's where I used to live. And therefore, that's what I manifested. That's what I created. Now, the new version of me realizes that obviously this is not serving me. So I started saying the opposite. I started saying things like, I have a horseshoe up my ass. If anything's going to go right, and things always go right for me, if there's going to be a winner, it's going to be me. I am so lucky. Everything that I desire always comes to me. I keep repeating, I have a horseshoe up my ass. It's funny, but that is now my new reality. And because of that, that's what I experience. Thirdly, are you somebody that's full of hate, anger, resentment, and jealousy? The old version of me. That's all I was. I was angry at my mom for what she did or didn't do when I was a young child. I was angry at my father for not showing me unconditional love. I was mad at my sisters. I was mad at my SPs. I was mad at everybody. I was very angry and I was full of resentment. Now, this created, unfortunately, some things physically in my body, because that's what happens, right? When you're stressed and you hold on to that anger, that resentment that you've had, because of what happened to you back in 1972, that eats away at your body. That disturbs your body, your energy. It's very negative. And therefore, you will create disease. I created myself, I created or I manifested myself to have fibromyalgia. Let me tell you, talk about a painful disease or condition. That is one of them. I was in bed. I would go from the bed to the bathtub. So if you have fibro, I know you understand that. In the bathtub, the hot water gets rid of the pain a little bit. That's where I lived. And I got sick, very sick. So if a lot of you guys out there are still holding on to shit that happened to you and you're getting sick and you have all these conditions that you're like, how the hell did that happen? It's all because of you. It's all because of what you're feeling inside. What I like to say is, your energy field around you is like really compressed because you're so full of that. She did this to me or he did this to me. And it just compresses on your body and your energy and it screws up your hormones. And this is all Joe Dispenza stuff. So ultimately you get sick. Now the new version of me, I am just full of love, forgiveness, and gratitude. And a lot of you guys are sitting out there and saying, how the hell do I forgive the people that hurt me? Christine, you don't know what they did to me. They did this and they did that. Yeah, I get it. We all have a story. All of us do. Not just you, not just me. The whole world does. But you got to ask yourself the question, holding on to this anger and resentment, is it serving you? Or did it do what it did to me and get me sick? And then, of course, let's just talk about the fact of holding on to that anger and that resentment. It's so heavy and it was hurting my daily life because that's all I thought about. And I was constantly triggered. Oh yeah, my mother did that. Oh yeah, my dad did that. And I would live in that anger. Like I was angry all the time. But now, like I said, I let it go because I know that the only person that is being hurt by me holding on to this and not forgiving them was me. I'm not forgiving them for them. I'm forgiving them for me so that I can move on. Because I do realize that how I feel today now is what I'm going to experience tomorrow. So if today I'm angry and I'm pissed off, guess what? You're creating more of situations, scenarios, people come into your life to get you more angry, give you more resentment. This is what you're creating because this is who you are. Who you are is angry. So when you're coming from a place of love and forgiveness and gratitude, all of this changes your whole world. Because again, you have to understand something. The other reason why it's easy for me, or I say should be easy for you guys to forgive the past, is because ultimately you created your past. So whose creation was that? And I don't like that, it's your fault. But people don't like that when we say, oh, well, you did that. Yeah, you did that. But you created that, right? Because the world is just a mirror of who you are. So again, if you're angry, you're going to create more anger. If you're full of love, you're going to receive more love. And believe me, the old me was fucking miserable. My life was hell because it was all about, I can't let go of what she did to me or what she didn't do or what he or she did back in the past. And you stay there and it triggers you constantly and you live a life of shit. Why wouldn't you live in a life where there's just pure love, which is your natural state? And this is why you feel awful when you're full of anger and resentment, because you're not in alignment with the true self of who you truly are. Who we are is love. That's our natural state. Our natural state is to feel love, joy, and happiness. And when you don't align with that, that's when you feel that, I don't feel good, because you're not in alignment with your true self. When you're feeling bad, that's you telling you you're not where you're supposed to be. You're not thinking or believing or have the opinion that you live in a world of love. So come in my world now where I have forgiven everybody that hurt me in the past, because ultimately it was done by me. It was created by me, because the world is a reflection. So I need to also forgive me, because I didn't know. And if you ask me the question, did you do the best that you could back then? Yeah, I did the best that I could back then with what I had. And it's the same thing with your parents. And it's the same thing with everybody else around you. Because again, they're just reflection of you. Lastly, do you feel that you're somebody that is good enough or worthy? The old version of me, I dwelled in the whole, no, I'm not good enough. People don't see me. I'm not worthy of happiness. I'm not worthy of money. I'm not worthy to be happy. And I was in that victim mode, that victim state. And until I realized that the world is a reflection of me, that if I feel not good enough, if I feel not worthy, if I feel disrespected, unvalued, unheard, misunderstood, all of these self-concepts that I had within me, I created more and more and more and more of that, until I became the new version of me that says, no, wait a second. I was meant to believe, I was made to feel or believe that I was unworthy. It's not true. It's not. Why am I not worthy? Why are you not worthy? Why are you not good enough? Like, who told you you weren't good enough? Who told you that you're not worthy of experiencing the greatest life ever? And if they told you that, why did you believe it? But you see, as children, we don't have this logical mind that says, okay, no. You're 4 years old, your mom and dad are fighting, and they're getting divorced, and then you think, oh, it's because of me. Well, no, the 4-year-old brain will say that, but you got to understand it was a lie. Like, that doesn't make sense, that it's your fault that your parents get divorced. But we take that upon ourselves. If I would have done this, if I would have been better, maybe they wouldn't have separated. Do you see? So as children, we don't have the logical mind to just sit back and go, whoa, this got nothing to do with me. I'm not letting that in, right? So realize that you are, and it's your birthright. If you're alive, it is your birthright to experience joy, love, and happiness and have the best life ever. It is your birthright. So start believing that you are worthy. You are good enough, because that is the truth. Because anything that is the opposite of that is not. They're just lies. It's just bullshit. And those are only thoughts in your mind. That's it. It's just your belief system. It's you staying in that victim state. And this is ultimately a choice. You are choosing to stay here. Why wouldn't you come here? Take your ego, like I tell my clients, take your ego and shove it up your ass. Okay? That inner child that says, oh, no, you can't let go of what they did to you, because, a lot of us say, well, if I forgive them, then that kind of says to them, what you did to me was right. Why are you thinking that way? They were just reflecting you. So if you didn't feel good enough back then, they were going to make you not good enough. So your power is in the now. This is Eckhart Tolle. The power is in the now, because how you feel now is going to create your tomorrows. So let go of the past. And if you can't do that, I have the greatest self-concept course available, and I do private coaching. And I get you there, because I've been there. And now I'm not there anymore. So hopefully this video explained that who you are creates your reality. And you're choosing who you want to be. And ultimately, that will create your reality. Think about it. It's a real life changer.